Hello. Hello, hello. I think my chat must be not showing me the channel point redeems, because I just looked over. I can see stuff in the queue, but I can't see it in chat. Interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna refresh. So hopefully any other redeems will pop up, hopefully. But CT, congrats on being first. Hello, hello. High five ways. Hello, Bo. I do not smell. I do not. I don't. Junk, welcome back for 42nd month with the Penguin Colony. I super duper appreciate you doing that. Welcome back for another month. Enjoy your sub badge and your emotes. Work early, so have the sub as a consolation prize. Okay. I know, that's the only downside to, like, not streaming, oh, excuse me, on, like, weekend days. So I apologize, East Coast people. But I do have to say, we're only, like, technically, like, halfway. I guess we've kind of had the summer schedule for a week. We did have the Saturday in there. I'm really liking this schedule. So I'm sorry if it doesn't work for people or whatnot, but this definitely seems like a good summer schedule for the vibe here of balance between being productive and getting stuff done. You know, chilling and doing whatever because it's summer, but also getting to stream games. So, but hi, Junk. It is good to see you. If you need to go do the resty rests, do the thing. Having work early is not a fun thing. It's okay, I'm unemployed. You can make your own schedule. Hi, Looney. Okay, let me see. I have not been coughing today. I went to yoga this morning. It was very nice. I haven't got to go in a little bit. And I made it through the entirety of yoga without coughing. I've had a couple little coughs here and there. But I'm hoping that today I won't be coughing a ton. Obviously, I haven't done as much talking, so that might irritate some things. But let me see. CT redeemed a Mad Lib and a Disney fact. So, CT, yours is an adjective. An adjective. I don't know why. That was silly. Okay. Also, okay, I can actually see. I was gonna say, I'm gonna wait. I was gonna say for the next redeem. I can see it in chat now. Before it wasn't showing them in chat. I was looking at the queue. Lazy. Okay. And then I think it said plural noun. Let me double check. Yes, a plural noun, Looney. Plural noun. Yes, productive things have happened. I think on our non-stream days, I don't know if I'll do it every day, but today I wanted to see what it would be like just doing the same amount of time that I did for co-working on Monday and Tuesday. But instead just doing it in the body channel in Discord, and that seemed to work out pretty well. So I don't think I will necessarily at people or anything about it. But if you're looking for body doubling, which at any point there is a dinosaurs, there is a body double / like space share channel in Discord that it will automatically mute you when you join. So it's not for talking, it's just for vibes and whatnot. Obviously you can type in like the text chat that it has, but it automatically mutes you when you join. So it's just for body doubling space share purposes, not for like voice chat. But yeah, But that worked out good. I got the Mass Effect VOD finished editing that I was working on, so stuff will be starting to get posted on the main channel here super soon. Obviously, all the VODs are being posted over on the VOD channel. The VOD channel is up to date. So if you want to check that out, that's there. The main channel will be getting more stuff soon. I started with the Mass Effect just because in terms of editing the VODs, those are the least step intensive because I'm only having to manage one video and one audio file because I'm editing a VOD, not what I recorded, because when I record the face and the camera, or the face and the game separate, so that just adds more moving parts. So I started editing that just to get back into the flow because I haven't really edited anything. It's been like 6 months, I think, since I posted on the main channel, like an actual, not a short. I've been posting a few shorts on the main channel, but that's about it. So if you want to check those shorts out, there's a few of them over there. I posted one yesterday. I'd appreciate you checking it out if you haven't. The next thing I'll be editing is Cozy Grove. I think I might rotate and do like a VOD, then Cozy Grove, then a Final Fantasy XIV episode. And rotate around those three. Though we'll see. I might just focus on, I wanted to get at least one Mass Effect up there just to get something going on it. Which is not up yet. I didn't have time to upload it. I'm limiting myself at least a little on productivity, or otherwise I will just try to be productive all the time. So we did some productive stuff. I edited it. I exported it. I took some more pictures of Squish for the lurk bait, but I haven't finished putting them up in there yet. So it's like, okay, there's always tomorrow. I can keep working on stuff tomorrow. Not everything has to be finished every day. The other thing is for the Discord body doubles. I am trying to think about more doing house-related things during that time. So, like, I was doing laundry, and I folded clothes and put stuff, you know, I was doing more of the around-the-house stuff that wouldn't have me in here as much, per se. So, I think that might also be a balance as well. But I also kind of just want to edit all the Cozy Grove episodes and maybe get that caught up so I can start playing it again. Because I have episodes from like a year ago that I recorded, and I know there's at least 2 of them that there's at least 2 of them that are going to be a pain because I fucked up the audio when recording them. So there's some that, there's at least one that I'm gonna have to edit weirdly because I didn't record my voice or something, and then I recorded a voiceover thing. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been like a year at this point. I just know there's a couple of them that are not going to be a simple, like, just put it together edit like the other ones are going to be. But we're getting back into the things, and videos will be posted. I'm also just wanting to get back to the point that I'm recording stuff as well, outside of stream. Just because I also want to play more Final Fantasy XIV, and I want to play more Cozy Grove. I will say I am also considering purchasing Date Everything so we can date everything on stream. Which I know is not on the to-do list, technically, of the other things we are playing. But what if we got sidetracked and dated everything? Thoughts, opinions. I definitely won't be going into it spoiler free because I have been watching some people's streams of it. I have seen a little bit of Gerbigli's and Brian's. I watched a little bit. I don't remember whose stream I was in. Someone rated into Blizz. So I watched Blizz play a bit of it, and Detune just started it yesterday. So I definitely have seen some, but obviously there's 100 dateable characters in the game. So obviously I haven't seen everyone. I don't want to wait until Valentine's Day. Oh, that is so far away from now. It is June. No. I get your point, but also, no, that's so far from now. Be funny as long as we still get to watch you play Final Fantasy. Yeah, so that's the thing too, is I do really want to finish Final Fantasy. I don't know how far into it I am. I gotta be I'm like at least halfway-ish, right? I gotta be at least solidly in the middle at this point. I'm hoping. Yes, hi Ella, you's cute. Halfway-ish, okay. So, obviously, if you're not in Discord, if you haven't looked at the schedule in Discord, I did post through the second of things. So, hi Karth, hello! Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Welcome on in. I know, I'm still getting used to this, like I'm streaming on a Wednesday thing. It's still a little weird, but I am liking the new schedule for summer. So I posted in the Fast channel through the second. So the plan is we're gonna try to play as much of Stray Gods as we can tonight. I also kind of want to see if I can prove Junk wrong, because just so y'all know, Junk predicts that it's gonna take me 3 to 4 more streams to finish Stray Gods. And I kind of want to see if I can prove Junk wrong. And maybe finish it in less than that. So we are gonna jump into Stray Gods tonight. We're also going to play that tomorrow. We'll see how far we make it tonight. I was kind of hoping maybe we could play some Final Fantasy X tomorrow as the plan. If anything, we would find a stopping point in Stray Gods, and I would like to play at least a little Final Fantasy X, is the thought. And then next Monday... Oh, wait, no. Let me loop around correctly. So Sunday... I have 3 different review keys that I'm going to try to play. We might only get to 2 of them. Because one of them is called, is it Twin Falls, Two Falls? Oh, what? I looked at it. I've had this key for a second and I keep forgetting. Two Falls. It is Two Falls. Okay, I was double checking. And it is a story-based game. That How Long to Beat says it's only 4.5 hours, and like completionist is 5 hours. So that was one I thought about maybe us just playing through, but it's one that I think we will maybe play part of it on Sunday and then maybe come back to it. Literally just because poor timing on my bad planning of timing on my part. Me and Talarian are going to the beach for 4th of July, but we're gonna go like the day before. So I have 3 review keys that I would like to check out on Sunday, but one of them, if we don't get to it, it's fine. We can do it when I get back. I have until the 13th for that one. But the other one we have to check out on Sunday is I have, well, I guess it's technically 4 keys. I got 2 keys from House Builder, which I know we've played a lot of House Builder on stream, and I do really enjoy the game, so we're definitely going to have fun with that. But I have 2 DLC keys for House Builder, and I want to check that out as well. So the House Builder and the Two Falls need to be checked out before the 6th. So we're definitely going to play both of those. Because I've had them, well, I've had the Two Falls one for a little bit and we just haven't gotten around to it yet. Have you heard of Two Falls 5 Ways? It was one that, I think I maybe just discovered it while looking at it on Keymailer. It's either that or I saw a post on Blue Skies. Nope, never have. Okay. But it's, it is a story game. And let me look at what tags it actually has, because I can't remember. It's been a second since I looked. It has narration, nature, interactive fiction, and historical. So, because it's 17th century Canada wilderness. So, I'm interested in that, obviously, or otherwise I wouldn't have asked for a key for it. So that will be Sunday. And then Monday, we have shell tours that I still need to finish my shell. I have done, like, the layout of it and gotten some, like, initial decorations. You know, items laid out to label what rooms are, but not much farther yet, so we'll see how far I get. But we do have a Pride Shell challenge going on in The Sims right now. Obviously, this is not our only shell that we've done. So if you have either any, or I guess any, we're up to 3. We have 3 different shells we've done here on the channel. Any of those shells, if you have a build that you have finished and you want me to tour it, we will do tours on Monday. Because that's already the last day of Pride. And then next Wednesday, so a week from today, is the 6-year stream anniversary. And I thought it would be fun to return to some DBD. We also have a wheel spin unlock that we are going to play DBD at some point. So I figured that would also be a good time to do that. We have a channel point redeemed for some more Jackbox. So I figured that would be kind of a vibe. We could swap the order and do Jackbox first if you all would prefer. I just scheduled DBD first because usually matches of DBD go better earlier in the day, but obviously we can move that around. And then I figured if we end up with extra time, we could play some Sims. I felt like that would be a good way to celebrate 6 years of streaming, which is wild. So, I know, that was a detailed schedule. So recap. Stray Gods. Today, tomorrow. Possibly some Final Fantasy X tomorrow as well. Sunday. Review Key Day. Monday is gonna be Sim Shell Tours, which actually, that probably won't take the whole time. So I think I also put Final Fantasy on that day as well. And then 6-year stream anniversary on the 2nd. And then I will be away until we're coming back on the 7th. So it kind of just depends on, that's a Monday. So it kind of depends on when we get back. If we get back early enough that I can still stream on Monday, then I will probably still stream on Monday. If not, the next stream after that will be co-working on Tuesday morning, would be the plan. So rescues no kill conscious. No, it's technically the full name of the game is Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. That's kind of a mouthful. So we also could just call them the Idols, because that's what they call themselves. And I've been holding on to this Disney book this whole time, so I don't forget to do CT's Disney fact. Okay, we read about the 400 gallons of pink paint. There's another fact on the bottom here. So talking about the Disney World 25th anniversary castle, it was topped with candles as high as 40 feet, 12 meters, 33-foot wide lollipops, and 4 25-foot stacks of ring-shaped candies. That's pretty high up candles. Honestly, I still think it would be kind of cool if they did big dramatic stuff like this to the castle for anniversaries. You know, like the big anniversaries and stuff. Now they, you know, obviously they decorate it for like the anniversaries and stuff. But it's more like, hey, we changed the color. Or, hey, we changed the swoops or things. You know, they do some fancy stuff on it. But nothing this dramatic. So I think that's really cool. It's amazing, right? Obviously, I get that it's like probably a huge project and whatnot to be able to do all of that. And obviously, like, it closes the castle and stuff. I've been in Disneyland when they've had the castle closed. Because I was there, I guess that would have been before the 50th anniversary. It must have been before the 50th that they were redecorating the castle for it. Realized it was too much to deal with, so decided not to do it again. Yeah, like, I can't blame them, because, like, that's a huge thing, and especially, which I guess that's at Disney World. In Disneyland, that's more of an issue. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm a Disneylander, not a Disney Worlder. You don't walk through the castle in Disney World, right? Because they have, like, the stage in front of it. Like, you don't go through the castle in Disneyland. Do you? Or Disney World? In Disneyland, you could walk through it. You walk through it? I think you can? Okay. Because the only thing I've seen, like, you know, like, recordings and stuff of, like, the shows that they do in front of the Disney World castle. But I didn't know if that was, like, a temporary thing that they have when they want it. You can walk through it, it's like a tunnel. Okay, yeah, you can do that in Disneyland, too. You can walk through it. Okay. Because in terms of, like, where it's placed with being the center for Disneyland, obviously it's a little different in Disney World because Magic Kingdom is its own park thing, whatnot. But if you don't have the castle open, it just completely changes the entirety of the flow of traffic in the park. So I can understand them not wanting to have the castle closed for a very long amount of time. It also is just complicated to, you know, have to... Essentially, they have to do the construction in the middle of the night, is their time to do it. So I get it. It's a whole feat to, like, do that, and they still decorate it and whatnot, but, you know, it's a little less extreme, if that makes sense. So, yeah. I lost the train of thought. There's another train of thought, probably Disney related. Ella's ditching us. I don't know. Ella hasn't been hanging out here as much the last couple of days. I think it's because Bella keeps stealing her spot in here. And then Bella's mean, and whenever she's like come in here, like Bella keeps hissing at her, like, no, it's my spot. It's like, no, Bella, you have to share the cat tree. You can't just claim the cat tree. So, Mario Kart World is super fun. It looks like it's fun. I was watching Julia and Julian the other day play it, and it looks like it's really fun. It looks like it's fun. I won't be playing it myself anytime soon because I have no plans to be getting a Switch 2 anytime soon. I know I probably will at some point. But it's definitely not something I'll do anytime soon. Having a really good time just exploring the world. It sounds like it would just be fun to drive around and whatnot. Not had time to set up the gaming basement yet. We moved and have not had time. Okay. Switch 2 was a bad financial decision, but a great life decision. That seems about right. Yeah, we're still sitting in the, like, possible go to Disney in, like, August. So, I'm trying to be more responsible, and we're trying to be, you know, overall more responsible of, like, spending less and stuff and whatnot. It was kind of just like the, you know, I'm gonna spend money, like, when Goldie and CT are here, and then, well, if we're doing Disney, that will be about that. Maybe, you know, summer sale stuff, which supposedly summer sale starts tomorrow, according to a Google search, if I remember correctly. So I'll have to see if there's any, like, real good summer sale deals on Steam. But if there's not anything, like, I really, really want, then I probably will get Date Everything instead. Because that's the game right now that I really would like to play. Obviously there's other games I want to get. But also just like even scrolling through my Steam and stuff, it's like, well, I have this game and I haven't played it yet. And I have this one that I got on this sale that I haven't played yet. Like I have, like I got I Am Future during, I think, the winter sale this year with the intention to play it. And then I never sat down and played it. So like I have enough games to play. So I don't really need any more because the backlog is big. But what if we play Date Everything because it looks fun? So I think that could be, I think it would also just be fun and silly to do it on stream as well. Like it's a game that I want to play myself, but I think it would be more chaotic and whatnot and things to, I think, stream it versus just me playing it by myself kind of thing. Haven't been playing games at all lately to even bother looking at the Steam sales. Interesting. Not gaming? What? Huh? Not, my brain doesn't understand. Obviously, it's good to take a break and stuff. And I've been making sure, like, I'm sitting and taking some time to read every day, so... Donkey Kong and Pokemon's pre-ordered. Been collecting Switch games lately. Nice. I have a couple of Switch games that are in our backlog. I have one Switch game that we will actually be playing on stream that's a review key. So we'll be playing Switch stuff here soon. If anything, that will be the reason I want a new Switch, is Pokemon. But I still have Violet to play. Which obviously, like, I could play it on Switch 2, and I've heard that it runs better on Switch 2. But, I don't know, it's kind of me sitting in the same boat of Horizon Forbidden West, which is on sale for $35 right now. So my brain's like, well, you could get Date Everything, or you could get Horizon Forbidden West, and, you know, they're kind of about the same price there. So, like, you get one or the other. But I'm like, I want to play the DLC of Horizon Forbidden West. But the thing is, I was going to get it, and I was going to record it for YouTube. But with everything, with Cozy Grove and Final Fantasy XIV, I would rather make more progress with those right now than start something new. Is kind of where I'm sitting. Like, yes, I still want to do that, but that's not something I'm going to do right this second, necessarily. Oh, there's a bunch of Donkey Kong games on sale because the new one's coming out. Okay. I saw a picture of the amiibo. Like, what? I guess I've never played a Donkey Kong game. What's the purpose of the amiibo for Donkey Kong? Like, I understand amiibos for, like, Animal Crossing, but I don't know how that works, or what's its purpose, I guess. I think it gives gold letters or something. Huh, okay. Only gaming I've been doing lately is on stream or for YouTube. The rest is just doing my daily check-ins for games on mobile. Other than that, just been chilling, sleeping, watching things on Twitch. Fair enough. Because is this your last week, Bo? Is your school year finally over? Are you free? Obviously, I'm assuming you're doing summer bus runs again, but half days the rest of the week? Okay. I think one of the... Oh, in one of the games it gave you a power-up? Okay. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know what it would... I haven't looked at it. I just saw someone post a picture of the amiibo. I was like, what in the world would you need an amiibo for in Donkey Kong? So... I also should someday go back to my Animal Crossing island and check in with my little villagers. I should just play on my Switch more. I have so many PC games that it's one of those things that's like, well, I could just play it on PC, or I have this on PC. Like, the thing is, like, my Switch is literally like behind my monitor. So I think that's maybe part of the problem is I don't see it because it's behind my monitor. So it's that out of sight, out of mind a little bit. So they actually called me today asking if I wanted to keep my summer run or give it up and collect unemployment today. Oh. Interesting. Are you planning to keep it? Because obviously, like, unemployment isn't going to pay you as much as doing the run would. But if you, I guess, choose that route, that would maybe give you time to be able to look into other jobs and such, to have, like, the energy to do so at least. And look into what else is available. Okay. Also, I'm realizing I left, it's not doing anything. I left the editing software open, so I'm just closing some unnecessary tabs out because I have so many things open and I don't need that many things open right now. Because we're gonna play a game and we're gonna go see Medusa, apparently is our plan. So we're gonna see how that goes. And we're gonna hydrate, because holy moly. My voice is, I know part of it is it's not very warmed up yet, because I'm not talking all day at work and then coming to stream. So my voice feels like it's really tired, but the reality is it's going from 0 to like talk. And I probably should be better about that and like do some actual vocal warm-ups before I start stream, since I am not really talking as much during the day. Should probably do that. Because on the days that Talarian's at work, it's like I talk to the cats, you know, I say hi to the cats and whatnot, but that's really about it. So let's see, where did it go on my list? Shall we stray some gods, possibly, maybe. I guess then last call for fishing. Did I do a fish? I think I did one fish. I want to catch fish. Last call for fish, and then I'll close this out. Also, I put this here for co-working, but I think I kind of like the fishing being there on this screen. Like, I could move it back up here, but I think it fits well there. I don't know. It's a shrug, I guess. I wish I could collect gold and money and whatnot as easily as I could just fishing like this. It would be nice. Okay. I am going to close this. And I'm going to pause this because I am going to open up the game. I'm excited to go see if we can find Medusa. I also just wanted to make more progress in the game on... When was it? What day of the week? On Monday. Goodness. Time. Weird. I wanted to make more progress in the game on Monday, but I definitely, like, I'm still not back to 100% health. Like, I still have a bit of a stuffy nose, and I still have a little bit of a cough, but it's, like, almost gone. Like, it's still almost gone, and my energy is definitely mostly back, or otherwise I wouldn't have gone to yoga this morning. But I wanted to do more, and it's like, no, it's like I hit the wall, I'm like, no, we gotta stop. So I'm starting our game now, so hopefully we can maybe make up for the progress I wanted to make on Monday. Because I feel like we did some stuff, but not nearly as much as I thought we would. Because they had a lot of people, did Jessica say chat? I still think that's so funny of keeping track of how many times Jessica says chat. A lot of other people with lesser seniority than me that could have taken off but chose not to because I have the internship with Ashley that's going to be holding my attention. I could either go to work, with her, go work with her after, or go freelance. Okay. Yeah, you definitely got options then. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've seen the fox with the little wine glass and the hat. I don't think I've seen you use that one before. That one's so cute. Honestly, whoever's those emotes are, those are cute. Okay. Visky's emote, they're so cute. They're so good. Okay. This hair, I've taken off my headphones a couple of times before stream started. Try to get it to stay back a little bit. And it just doesn't want to stay back there. Like, please. Okay. Sat down and talked with her yesterday. Exciting. Okay. Why, hello. Welcome on in. If you happen to be watching this in the future, I appreciate you joining back in. We are still in Act 2. And we checked in with Apollo. And kind of talked a little bit about memory stuff and whatnot. But we definitely learned some things that doubly point us towards Medusa. And we know where her lair is. So that is where we are going to head to. So I don't know how this is gonna go. We haven't met Medusa yet. And we know Medusa works for Athena. I don't know. I'm interested to see how this game portrays her. I'd say use hair clips, but yeah, they'd probably be in the way of the headphones. I know, I think it's just the way it dried today. Like, it just ended up flipping out away from my face more, because usually it swoops back more. I did have the thought of, like, in terms of stuff that I have, like, a haircut scheduled, like, we did, like, 6 months out, and I'm like, I'm wondering if I should have scheduled, because I've had this for about a month. I got it done at the end of the month last month, and it already feels like it's growing out. So I'm like, oh no. Do I want to fix it sooner than that? I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I'm gonna hop up real quick and I'm gonna go brush it just to see if I could get it to stay back more. Because it's bugging me slightly, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'll leave it at that. So, I'll be right back. I think that will help a little bit, because I realized when I went to brush it, it was like flipping out, like away from my head. I'm like, that's probably why I wasn't wanting to stay. It was literally like that. That's why it's not helping. So I brush it under. So in theory, it's not going to keep falling into my face. But I've definitely had the thought that I think I'm going to need to go in. Not like right this second, obviously, because it's only been a month since I've gotten my hair cut. Like, I got it cut like on the 28th or something, and it's only the 25th. So, but I think I'm going to need a haircut before November. Because I think it's going to grow out weird. Mainly, I think even the next time I go in, like, these parts of my bangs, like, they were an okay length when we started, but, like, it's gonna get really long really quick, I think. And I always forget how fast my hair grows. Like, I don't think it grows faster than normal or, like, average or anything, but it does grow faster than I think it does. If all else fails, I think I still have my little butterfly hair clips from, like, the 90s. So maybe we get the little butterfly hair clips out. Because, like, 90s is back in style, right? It's like the little bit of 80s, little bit of 90s, but I don't know. The scrunchies are still everywhere. I still see kids, like, and they're not wearing them in their hair. They're wearing them as, like, bracelets. And it's still odd. It's like, that's supposed to be your hair. But no, I still have kids that are wearing scrunchies, like, as just bracelets. Let's go talk to Medusa? For all we know, I know it's her lair. Maybe that's what I was going to say. For all we know, maybe she's not even there. But it's her lair? I don't know. We're going to find out. Hopefully she doesn't immediately want to murder us.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Apparently.
Oh, there you are. Man,
Oh!
This place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Freddy, why are
Freddy?
you here?
What are you doing here?
Why do you have a mace?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Where did you get the mace? Why did Freddy bring a mace, and why does Freddy have... What? If equipment? I know we're romancing Apollo, but no, we're doing this.
Freddy, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
Fair.
You're such a dork. I adore you.
Good, because I'm not about to let you wander in there without backup. Who knows? Maybe the stuff I know about Medusa might actually apply. Well, that'd be a switch.
I was gonna say, don't look her in the eyeballs. That's about all I know. I mean, she's a human, and they're going against gods, so why not be prepared? I guess so? But... I don't know, I guess in this iteration of stuff, like, yes, they're gods, but also, at this point, they're still just in a mortal's body. So... I don't know. I don't think the mace is a bad idea. It just might not be a good first impression look of, like, we want Medusa to like us and, like, help us. But I don't think bringing the mace is a bad idea. But, like, maybe we could hide it in the bag. It's sheathed. Fair enough. Okay, we gotta ask about the stone.
Do you think she actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. Or a really, really long one.
I'm serious.
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
You think that would work?
Unless you brought a mirror, Grace, it's all you got.
Oh my gosh, I just noticed like the spray cans and stuff.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know, she was human once, right? And she was cursed.
Apollo mentioned it, yeah.
Cursed by Athena. Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
Yeah.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't exactly have up-to-date knowledge.
She was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
Possibly.
Yeah, one of the worst. But you know, so was the Minotaur.
Asterion said she was scary. I have a feeling she's not like him.
Then I guess you need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say.
That's what
Though
I'm
some of the
worried.
stories also say that she was wronged by Athena and that what was done to her was an injustice.
And Athena just follows the rules, right?
Yeah, Athena seems to follow the rules when the rules suit her desires. Like, she definitely likes the rules. And likes to bend the rules to what suits her, at least is the thing. It is interesting though that like it seems like why is Medusa working for Athena? Like her and Athena definitely have an interesting relationship.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Always.
Then I have a plan.
Okay. You like Epic Athena much better than this Athena. I feel like we haven't, I don't know, so far we haven't really gotten to know Athena in this version. Like, we've had a lot of people tell us things about Athena and, like, stuff she's interacted with and people and how she's interacted with them. But we've actually only had one interaction with Athena this whole game. And that was at the beginning. Yeah, which isn't helping her case. Yeah, it's definitely not helping her case. Like, Athena is definitely not my favorite in this game. She's also, I'm not sure if she's involved with Calliope's murder, but she definitely seems to know more than she's letting on. The fact that she knew, because what was it? Asterion said that, like, Athena knew about Calliope being at the archives. Like, she definitely knows more than she's letting on and was very, very much gung-ho for killing us on sight, essentially. So, definitely not a fan of her currently. Which is why I guess it's this walking in and doing this with Medusa leaves a lot of unknown things. So, your wild guess is Athena's behind it and trying to cover it up. She may not have done the deed, but ordered whoever to do so. Yeah, like, I'm not sure how Athena's involved, but clearly, like, at this point, like, Athena is involved in some way with this. Like, with how many times she's come up in our investigation of stuff. I get it, she's the leader of the chorus. She's gonna be involved in stuff. But if anything, Athena is, like, my main suspect right now. At least in terms of, like, I don't think she actually is the one who made the hit on Calliope. I don't think she actually is the one who struck her, but she was involved somehow. Best friend. Everybody's little lovers begin. I don't know. Use a distraction, confront the enforcer. Honestly, I kind of just want to go confront him, because we have, like, the charismatic build, so I feel like we could talk our way in. I don't think there's going to be a secondary entrance. And distracted and then getting caught later seems like a bad idea. Yeah, we haven't heard anything about the big three. We don't know anything about Zeus, Hades, or Poseidon. We don't know if they're still around, or what's going on with that. Because there definitely seems like, the only thing we've gotten so far is, last stream, Pan said there's like 30-ish of them, I think is what he said. Of like the main ones and stuff. There seems to be a lot of idols that have been lost. That like their eidolons have stopped being passed on. So there's definitely a lot of the gods that seem to who are no longer here, but it also sounded like there's still a lot of idols around, but not a lot of the lesser ones are still around, like, you know, the more obscure ones is kind of the vibe. In terms of like bigger names, like we, you know, obviously we met Persephone, we're technically dating Apollo. Aphrodite, Athena. I'm trying to remember. We we unintentionally have been taking multiple IRL weeks. I guess it's been maybe a month IRL. I don't know. We're taking longer IRL time to play this game than I originally thought we would. I'm trying to remember who else was on the council. Does anyone else remember who else was on the council? It was Apollo and Athena and Aphrodite and Persephone. But I think there was one more? I might be misremembering. I don't know. We could go back and look later. I'm going to be brave and I'm just going to confront this dude.
Grace, you're not... Of course you are.
Hi there.
Viper's Nest is closed. Private party.
They said Persephone killed Hades? Oh, did they? Yeah. Yes, Persephone killed Hades. You're right. I'm thinking, I was like, yeah, thinking back. Because that was a reason. That was one of the reasons that people were mad at Persephone. Yeah, that sounds correct. I guess my memory recall is bad today, y'all, so I apologize. That sounds like the thing that it did. But I am not 100% sure. I guess my memory recall is not 100% back yet. For anyone future whatnot, I am getting over a cold, and sometimes the memory recall, especially if it's been a month, is a second. Yeah, she's the head of the underworld now. Yeah, because that's her club thing. Isn't her club the underworld? I don't know. I should have been playing this in a way shorter time frame than I am playing it. It's fine. This is what happens when IRL things happen and then I play two games at the same time, and it's fine. I was fully expecting us to have one of our trait responses here. You know, I'm just gonna do this.
You should let me in. Medusa will want to see me.
Uh-huh. And why would that be?
Because I'm the muse. And I'm willing to bet Medusa makes exceptions for idols.
Go on in. I'll send word to the boss you've arrived.
That worked. Okay. Oh.
What a long day. Hiding in the light.
I was gonna say, into a song?
Long day. Dreaming of tonight.
Her teeth are very pointy.
Sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. Really gonna hate myself tonight.
Medusa, listen, stop, I'm warning you. This is something you don't want to do.
Tell me more about me, look at you. A prime sashimi with opinions too.
Medusa, listen, I'm warning you.
Yes, keep on warning.
There's no rewinding, it's something you can't undo. Can't undo.
It's kind of the point, lovely. Now,
Oh, no, we're not looking. Uh-oh.
What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Cause this time I find dine that oozy musy bloods my wine this time. Look into me.
I don't really know what approach is quite with this, but maybe fighting is the best way.
That hood. Then out came the snakes. Oh, you're so good. Finally, some steaks. Oh, the ice thing. What a difference an actual monster makes.
I was gonna say, choosing the red options here seems actually maybe a good choice.
Helps me relax.
I should sound out Athena about your naughty night snacks. Me and Athena need to touch base. I'll say what I've seen.
I'm getting quite keen to chew off that face. Now look into
Medusa, look into your own eyes. Nope. Okay, the phone thing doesn't work on you. Ooh. Nevertheless, let's take a look at you. Fan calls you hideous. That's just untrue.
enough.
I'd kill for eyes like that. The body too.
Don't look at me.
Maybe the hair needs some attending to.
Don't look at me.
Big picture, honey. It's nothing you can't undo. Yeah, you're not a killer. You're much too cute.
You're lost, little girl. No more Hail Marys. know the cute girl's hue. The killer's me.
Don't know, you don't know.
I do know that you didn't
Kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know, you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No. Fine grace. I'll take.
Just like fate made you, fate played me. Just like fate
won't see what your eyes see when you look at me.
Cool.
Don't look at me.
Uh-oh.
You think that will hurt me, child? You have not done your homework.
Ready?
Oh, sorry, just trying to get your attention. Yeah, I've been watching, and I'm willing to bet you can't turn me to stone before I burn your snakes off.
I mean, I'm going with Freddy on this. I wonder if I say it's okay if maybe, I don't know. If I say what a relief, it feels like I felt like I was losing. I say it's okay, maybe I felt like I was winning. I don't know. That one was interesting. That song was interesting just because I feel like we've done more of like the blue and the green answers of like the smarts and the like charismatic ones. Those were the first ones of a song I think I've done the red ones for. But like that was the first time like I felt like the red ones was the way to go. I'm gonna say it's okay.
Stand down, Freddy. Let's give Medusa some space.
Yeah, okay. I'm watching her, though.
Fair.
You ready to talk?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
Try to eat Calliope too. She did call us pretty. She did. I don't know, like I feel like okay, I obviously first playthrough, this is thought process. But, like, if Athena is our prime suspect here, like, if that's who we think is, like, the main point of stuff, even if she didn't actually do it, Medusa works for Athena. So, if anything, Athena could have had Medusa trailing Calliope to keep an eye on Calliope. Like, we don't know actually what we don't know why Calliope was at the reliquary. We don't know what Calliope was up to. The only interaction we actually had with Calliope was her singing with us at, like, the band audition at the beginning of the game. So if anything, Athena could have been trying to follow, know what Calliope was up to and had Medusa following her. Is a thought of, like, that would be a reason why she would be at the reliquary, but I want to see what she says.
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
That's what Asterion told us, more or less.
Yeah.
But you were there that night.
Yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the Muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
Okay. Starion said you two met? Did he? I don't think he did he? I don't think he said that they met. I guess if they... Because Astarion only saw Medusa from far away, like he didn't catch up with either of them, I don't think. Is what he was saying? I almost feel like we need like a notebook to keep track of this, because like we're doing an investigation, essentially. Like I feel like I should be almost taking notes. Which I guess Steam technically has an overlay thing that you could take notes in. But will I actually remember they're there? Probably not. Yes, these two seem like great questions. Of why didn't you tell Athena and why were you following Calliope? I want to know why she didn't tell Athena.
You haven't told Athena any of this?
Do I need to light things up again? 'Cause I'll do it.
Eh.
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected...
Okay. Yeah, why were you following her?
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
I was right. I was gonna say, like, if anything, Athena's gonna want her being, you know, if she was there, she was probably following Calliope. She was up to something. Right train of thought, I guess. She has a great accent, sort of mid-Atlantic. It's cool. I like it. Like, appearance-wise, like, Medusa's, like, fitting the vibes that I kind of expected her to look like. But... the personality of her isn't quite matching what I expected it to, like, I would, you know, what I've guessed it would be. Like, her attacking us immediately fits that vibe. Her being scared of Athena is not what I originally, like, saw it as, which, like, I guess it's understandable. If Athena's the one who cursed her, that she would be scared of her. But I kind of figured the only reason she would be working for Athena is if she was, like, willingly doing it. But I guess it seems more like the vibe that the only reason Athena keeps her around is because she's working for her. So that's slightly different than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, did you find out why Calliope was there?
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
Huh. I kind of don't like that. I think it's going to force me to pick the how can we believe in you option to, like, I don't know. I do like that we get the opportunity to do all these question mark explory ones, but sometimes I wish we could skip some if we don't want to pick them. Now it's like, who... Well, and that's the question then, too, is like, who else would have been in the reliquary? Besides, like, Hecate and Asterion. Like, Asterion definitely doesn't seem like the one who would have hurt her. And Hecate, like, definitely thought she was still alive. And was, like, very confused by that when we told her, and her book said the other thing, so, like... I don't think it would be either of them. But then that's the question of, like, was Calliope trying to meet someone there? Or did someone else also know she was gonna be there? I don't know.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
He killed Hecate's cat by accident, but this still seems hard to believe.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. But she did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't feel like we need to pick this. Like, I believe her, but I guess that's the question. You still gotta ask it, I guess.
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I am telling you the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have.
Uh-huh.
Well, what of Pan? The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because he informed me.
So much for never lying to me.
What were the odds, honestly?
Let's put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true, I do not deny it. It's still, I did not kill the muse.
I didn't think she did. That's the other angle to think about, too, is Pan is very involved every step of the way so far. I just don't think... Like, that could be the other angle, too, is, like... You know, same thing with Athena, that maybe Pan didn't kill Calliope, but maybe he called called it into action. I don't know, the fact that some of our biggest leads and discoveries have been because of Pan, like, is it too much of a coincidence?
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
I mean, I don't, at this point, why would I tell Athena? Like, our only in-person interaction we've had with Athena is her wanting us to be murdered. Like, I have no motivation to tell Athena.
Indiscretion, huh? That's quite the word for it.
I cannot apologize for my hunger. I can only apologize that I am so very weak in the face of it.
I'll think about it.
I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth... I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Yeah, I have no reason to out her to Athena. Like, should she be eating people? No, but I have no reason to out her.
He knew. Right from the start, Pan knew Calliope was there that night.
Yeah, and who could have foreseen that he was lying to you the entire time? Who, I ask you, a mystery even the Oracle couldn't have penetrated.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Pan... Yeah, like, I fully think Freddy was right. Like, that's why I went towards Freddy instead of Pan in that first song. Like, Pan has been sus from the moment he walked through our door. Like, the fact that he showed up immediately after we left the chorus. And if he knew from that moment that Calliope had been at the reliquary... I mean, if Pan can travel that fast, I don't know, y'all. Maybe Pan's the killer. Hi, William. It's good to see you. How's it going?
Yes, fine. You were right, Freddy. As always.
See, was that so hard? Anyhow, you probably have a few questions for Mr. Goatman. I'll see you at home.
You are awesome.
Would you really have tried to burn Medusa's face off? With an aerosol can?
It could have worked.
Hell yeah! One hint of googly eyes and...
What would I do without you?
You'll never need to answer that question, Grace.
Like, I mean, it could have worked. Oh, it's just going to teleport us right to Pan.
Oh, if it isn't, the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked.
Wait, you have the key?
I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
He has the key to the reliquary? And why? Or is it saying the key to the answers? The key, the key to us figuring stuff out, but just, I don't... Pan, you're very sus. You're very suspicious. You have ice cream? What kind of ice cream? I'm gonna go with this.
So you were what? Just trying to be helpful? You still aren't telling me something.
What possible reason would I have to...
Tell me, right now.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her. Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently...
Interesting. Okay, so maybe Pan was up to... I mean, maybe Pan's being... I don't want to say framed, but like... Maybe Pan was trying to do something else with Calliope and it just happened to unfortunately lead to her death at the same time. Who knows? Like, it could have also been an accident. Honestly, I'm very much enjoying the fact, like, with the writing of this, though, that it's not obvious. Like, I'm glad that it's keeping us guessing on stuff. Like, I'm glad that it's not, like, obviously this person's the murderer. Like, I think this is written well of, like, you know, we're investigating, we're learning about things, but we still don't have the answer yet. And it would make sense that Pan would want us to investigate for him so he stayed out of it, so he wouldn't accidentally become more involved. Like, you know, for us to go ask Medusa, for us to, you know, that would help him, which would be motivation for him to have us go around and do these things. So then his hands aren't in it, but still.
Sold her out? She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help Grace. In my way.
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
Can we make Pan sing? Huh. Alright. Well, that was the end of day 4. So now we're on to day 5. It didn't update the act, so I think it must still be act 2. But we only get, I think, 5 days. Or not 5 days. We only get a week and we're already on day 5. Let's go touch base with Freddy. Oh!
Hi, Grace.
Hey, Hermes.
I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
Okay, I was gonna say, why is Hermes here?
Waited. Were you looking for me?
All over, yeah. Athena sent me to find you, but it wasn't easy. Yeah, you must have been busy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I stand trial soon.
Right. Right, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
Oh. Maybe I should have gone to talk to Apollo first. Why does Athena want to talk to us?
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any 2 doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
Kind of useful, so. You need the... we do know that. Grace, we already know this. We know that he knew the old Hermes, and it did not end well.
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
Yeah, she doesn't seem one to leave Olympus much. She seems to have everyone do her bidding. So, Hermes' trans is that. Yeah, honestly, I really like Hermes in this version of existence. I like Hermes in this version. I do kind of want to ask about, you know, the old Hermes, but also like we talked to Hermes at see, this is the weird thing that I don't understand sometimes how my brain stores information. Like I remember talking to Hermes at Persephone's club, but like some of the main story plot lines of Persephone's, like with like the killing of Hades or what, like that stuff my brain doesn't remember clearly, but like no, yeah, we definitely talked to Hermes at Persephone's club about the old Hermes, and the old Hermes did make a choice about being in this world. So we do know some information about that already. And it is giving us an out on these question ones because we do have the let's go, so I might just leave that one. But I'm gonna get to know everything I can about Athena before I have to talk to her.
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs.
Exactly.
And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Okay. I want to ask about
You
that.
say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
Okay, I gotta click on it now.
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Oh, I guess that would be kind of
Not
weird.
yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
Okay. So I guess the whole memories thing of the memories coming back takes a while. If Hermes has been Hermes for a year and still isn't at that point yet.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Didn't really have a choice.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, we kind of just had to, it's been 5 days, kind of just had to accept it. Because if we don't, we're getting murdered on day 7. Oh? Interesting. Is that why Hermes said that? You changed, you're not the person I met before. Because at the beginning, when we first started this game, like back at the band tryouts. Oh, that's actually a cool mechanic, though. I can't be charming anymore. I think I want to be clever because at the beginning, like that's the thing I was between the green and the blue. I was between charming and clever. Because clever says sometimes you need to think your way out of a problem, right? This Grace is sneakier, smarter, and witty. And then kick-ass in your face. This Grace is very punk rock and not afraid to get reckless and aggressive when it's called for. we haven't done a lot of the kick-ass choices when they've popped up in songs and stuff, so I feel like it makes sense to be clever next. But that's also a really interesting story point of Hermes bringing that up of we have changed a lot and learned a lot of things in the last few days. Let's go clever. Hi, Athena.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
Maybe I was remembering the owl as the other person
I
who
prefer
was
to
on the
stand,
council.
Thanks.
Or the chorus.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
You're annoyed. I have proof of my innocence. Yeah, I was gonna say, I have to prove my innocence or you're going to have me murdered. But also, you're hiding things, so you know what happened there.
But you know what happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
So, because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply.
Do you though?
I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Oh, it doesn't replace it. I was taking it as we had transitioned. Like, we're a different person. But I guess we wouldn't lose that. We just gained more things. Because we've become more? Okay, so now we can choose the green ones or the blue ones. There's not a blue option here. Okay, I kind of wish I picked Kick-Ass just because I want to say you don't care at all. I don't know. So far, the Kick-Ass options have been fine, like, but I haven't been upset about not being able to click on them because most of them are just kind of that argumentative or, like, throwing the thing back at them, like, which doesn't really necessarily feel like it helps us much. Yeah, where's that
Do
gotten
you
them?
really? Let's explore where all that caring has gotten them, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
You're holding on with a grip so tight, your knuckles are turning white. But that's not enough, is it? Every idol I've met is either lost or broken, or both. They're all slipping through your fingers. If you actually cared about them, you'd do something about it instead of sitting up here worrying about your precious rules.
Mm-hmm.
Zeus was the first to leave.
Oh.
King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again.
I guess those are our
Ares
answers.
betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
I was gonna say, I guess those are our answers about Zeus and Poseidon. We knew about Hades. So that confirmed that we did, CTU did remember correctly. that Hades was murdered. Okay. That's terrible by telling you. So you add to, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna call her out on her bullshit.
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more.
Oh?
We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
Okay. I could have helped you.
You know, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Interesting. I mean, Grace makes a very good point there. Like, even Hermes said it too. She never leaves Olympus. Like, still wears the togas and everything. Like, she is holding on to the past with, like, a death grip, literally. Like, she is not wanting to let go of anything. Which I get it. Like, obviously, like, it seems... I don't know... I don't know how long this Athena has been around, or if, what iteration of Athena this is. Of how many times her Eidolon's been passed on. But either way, if she's got the memories of all the past of all of that, like, that's a lot. And to know that those other ones are gone, but also, like, holding on to the past is not going to help you move into the future. And if you're scared of the future, like, that's Athena, you're supposed to be the goddess of wisdom? Where's the wisdom? Okay. Tell me about Pan.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Alright, hold on a second. I gotta put on my notes. Ooh, is Pan a killer? I don't know, based on how our last interaction with Pan went, like, Pan definitely seems involved in the situation, but not, like, especially, like, the look on his face and how he was, like, reacting to us telling, you know, us, like, going up against him like that, but being mad at him, he definitely seemed more scared and worried about stuff. Like, you know, he was... In that moment, it definitely did seem like he was just trying to cover his own ass. Of like, hey, I happen to be involved in these things. Of like, hey, I was here and present in these stuff, but that doesn't mean it was me. I just happened to be there. I don't think Medusa did it. Like, Medusa, like, happened to be involved, but that's because Pan told her that she was there, and like, let's go with this. Who can access the reliquary?
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
I was gonna say, Pan gave it to us. Same way Calliope got it. You know what? I'm just gonna straight up tell her no.
I'd rather not say.
Well, you're loyal, at least. I had to ask.
You went to the reliquary, right?
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
I'm interested to see what she says about Pan.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Fair.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
I mean, our investigation so far has led us to Pan or you, so... Maybe I should have talked about Medusa first. I don't want to even... Medusa didn't do it. Like, that was, like, she happened to be... Like, that was... I don't know. She's definitely suspicious, but after interacting with her... I'm gonna just go with the I'm missing something.
Sort of, but I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Just turn one of my monitors sideways so I can have two streams up at once. Nice. I remember I've done that like with which on these ones I can have like two streams side by side and it usually is okay. But I used to, when I had my third monitor, I would have like one above and one below kind of thing because I would have it be vertical. Use up all the screen space. I like having two monitors now. Like 3 was nice, but it also kind of hit a point that it was like it was kind of too much screen. Like I think, I don't know, if I did some math, I probably have about the same amount of screen space because both these monitors are bigger than my old ones. But having just 2 is definitely enough. Like 3 was like cool because I could have Discord and chat on there all the time and whatever. Like that was fine. But it was I with where I have things at the moment, it's like no, it's a little bit much. Okay, let's go ahead and discuss Medusa.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Met her, have you?
Yes. Ooh. She did try to eat me, but I'm not gonna out her on that. If she could uncurse her, clearly she probably would have already. I'm gonna do the why does she work for you?
I just have to know why. Of all the people you could have working for you, why her?
We could have left her behind. I elected to bring her because, in the end, she is my responsibility. But Medusa didn't want charity. She volunteered to work in my service. It's trying at times. Now, if there isn't anything else...
Interesting. That's all we can see about Medusa. Okay. 3's not enough for you? What else could you possibly need? Like, the only times I miss having 3 monitors is if we're, like, having an active like group chat conversation and I'm like watching a stream and playing a game. But like at that point I'm like, I can't open Discord on my phone. Like if I really want Discord visible with all the other things I have open, like I have my phone. Everything? Okay. I guess that's all we get from Athena.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
No, you won't.
Will you? Really?
Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
I want a cookie. Grace did take a cookie. I do have cookies. Maybe I should go get a cookie.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
Oh, hey Apollo.
Athena has always struggled in a crisis.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Remember, she was a warrior. When pressed, she's always turned to that aspect, sought to maintain absolute control. It'd be hypocritical to say it's wrong of her. She's battled for me as much as for anyone.
Okay. You want to monitor for every stream you have open? That seems like a lot of monitors, though. Usually, like, at this point, I'm to the point that I usually only have 2 streams open. Sometimes I have 3 open, depending on who's live. Okay, before we continue, though, I'm feeling the need for a wiggle, so I'm going to listen to the body, and I'm going to go do that. So hop up, wiggle, stretch, do the thing, and I'll be right back. go. Thank you for being patient. I did a wiggle. Eyes back. Yes, Bo just wants to be one of those people that has like the entire wall of all the monitors. Just every single spot of the wall. Just like I'm just like envisioning like mall security cameras or like all, you know, all of the different cameras, all the different monitors, all the that would just be a lot. Like, I've got enough going on my screen here. If I'm like really wanting more visual stimuli, like it would be like that would be like I turn this thing on. Or like I start scrolling on my phone or something. This is existing on my desk. Just I have it over here now because then it can actually be that like out of my corner of my eye kind of thing. But for our purposes, I'm going to turn it off. So I don't have like 10 things going on. So I don't want to defend Athena at all. I'm going to go with this.
Do you think she's telling the truth about the idols dying out?
Yes, though I find it odd she chose to tell you.
Yeah.
Maybe Athena thought, who'd believe Grace if she blabbed about it anyway?
Sadly, while I'd prefer to stay in her good graces, I doubt that will be possible.
Uh-oh. What now?
You may not like this, but you need to go back to the reliquary.
Okay. I mean, everything seems to be centered around the reliquary at this point, and it happened at the reliquary, so it's not surprising, I guess. I bet I know why. I don't know if I do know why, but I also like that Apollo came to visit us here versus us going to visit Apollo. I like that Apollo's being present. And, you know, like, Apollo's, like, come along on a couple of things, whatnot. I guess both Apollo and Freddy have had a turn now. I don't know. At this point, Athena telling us stuff, she's assuming we're gonna die in a couple of days anyway. Like, she's not really... I don't think she's really concerned about what if we do live past that at this point, because she seems pretty determined that we're going to be dead in a couple of days.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
Yes.
As usual, you're way ahead of me.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing.
Mm-hmm.
Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
Exactly.
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how I told you it'd be years before you got Calliope's memories back? Well, it's true, but not entirely.
Oh?
Okay.
Those memories are inside you. You go somewhere important to Calliope or touch something special to her, you will get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
Yes?
Whatever happened to Calliope there, it ended her life. All we need to do is uncover those memories.
I mean, if it can help us. How do we get into the... Don't we still have the key? Or we didn't give that back to Pan, did we?
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
Okay. Do you want to ask Athena for permission?
It just seems like a radical step. For you.
A week ago, I would have said that breaking into the reliquary couldn't be done. A week ago, I couldn't have imagined being here. My stance on a lot of things has changed.
Fair.
If you have another idea, however, I'm happy to go along with it.
True, the reliquary does have alarms.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I?
Right.
What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then the alarms bring Asterion and Hecate, and all three of us do a great deal of apologizing.
Let's just hope that's all those alarms do.
I guess so.
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
Am I sure? No. No, I'm not.
Oh, that's comforting.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, well, do you have a way we could look into those things without encountering even more lies?
Deja vu it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think we really have any other pathways right now. Like, Pan still seems to be hiding something, but also Pan just seems to also be covering his butt. Based on how scared Medusa was, at this point, I'm willing to, like, trust Medusa, which is weird. Like, I didn't think I would trust Medusa and stuff. But at this point, if anything, Medusa doesn't have a reason to lie to us. If that makes sense. Like, Medusa... Like, if Medusa hadn't helped, like, we have the, like, well, we'll tell Athena in our back pocket thing, like... Medusa knows where she's standing right now and knows that, like, her placement of anywhere is very much on a thin thread. So... I don't see her having any motivation or reason or anything that would benefit Medusa from lying to us. And Pan literally told us that he told Medusa to go there. Like, told Medusa where Calliope would be. Like, if anything, a lot of this is still pointing towards Pan. Because what if Pan told Medusa Calliope would be there, so Medusa would be there so Pan could frame Medusa? Maybe Pan likes Medusa and is trying to make Medusa actually be an idol. Because Medusa literally said that she's not an idol. Maybe Pan was purposely trying to kill Calliope to give the Eidolon to Medusa. I don't even know if that's how that would work, but that's a thought. Okay, so what would we be looking for?
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of what happened to Calliope, even a flash. Anything that gives us something to work with.
And if that doesn't happen?
Make it happen, Grace. As if your life depends on it.
I can really see why the idols call you the cheery one.
I'm sorry, but why is she here again?
Because Freddy, of course Freddy's gonna be here. Okay, I don't think I need to do this one. I'm fine. Let's just do this.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go into the reliquary with you. Not without tipping off Hecate. But I won't be far. If I get the slightest sense that something has gone wrong, I am coming in. Still, promise me you won't take risks.
Can we promise that? I don't want to say I can't promise that. I'm gonna say I'll do my best.
I'll try.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
I guess it makes sense that Apollo can't go with us. Okay. Hi, Spider. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, because, like, Apollo going in would notify Hecate pretty quickly. we do have the clever personality now, so the sneaking option is something, like, the clever is a little more sneaky. Freddy distracting Hecate seems like, A, it would maybe not go very well. B, it would immediately let Hecate know that clearly we're also here, because why would Freddy be here without us? Be honest with Hecate still opens the ability for her to just toss us out of here. So I feel like sneak in the back way is the way to go. So we hit a point that we went and talked to Athena. Well, okay. Hermes showed up at our apartment to take us because Athena wanted to talk to us. And before we went and talked to Athena, Hermes said, you know, like a compliment of like, you're not the same person I met. You've changed. And I thought it was swapping out the skills, but we can still choose the green clever options. Or I mean, we can still choose the green, we can still choose the green options, but we can now also choose the blue options. So essentially it let us add another personality trait. So we can now do the charismatic ones or the clever ones. So that was interesting. Like, I thought it was like swapping it because like it wouldn't let us choose the green option. So I thought it was like, no, you've changed, you have to pick a different pathway. But then in talking to Athena, green options showed up still and we were able to click on them. So it seems we just now have 2 classes unlocked, essentially. So I thought it was interesting. Like, it makes sense. Like, we're on day 5 currently, and we've learned a lot of things and we've done a lot of stuff. Like, Grace isn't the same person she was at, like, the very beginning of this game. Like, a lot of things have happened and changed. So let's sneak in the back way.
Wait, are you sure this is right? Was that the right door?
You're asking me like I'm supposed to know?
It just feels like we're back outside again. Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
Oh.
Or maybe we're right where we're supposed to be.
Uh-huh. Okay. I was gonna say, this does feel a little too easy. I'm gonna go with it's incredible, though.
This place, it's amazing. Is this all inside the tower? How can that be?
We're not in
the last of the muses standing in
Yeah.
a demi-plane, probably created by the goddess of
I
witchcraft.
was gonna say, we're not in the mortal
How
realm.
am I getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
Oh, it is a labyrinth.
Oh.
I've never had any trouble finding my way around.
Not gonna question that we're
easy.
here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure, but I'm not a monster. But, yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in here, right?
Yeah, but you're not gonna tell Hecate, right? I have permission, then why'd we sneak in? Yeah, so now we can choose the blue ones or the green ones. You owe us a favor is interesting. Yeah, and another run of this, I definitely want to pick, like, the kick-ass as, like, a thing. Maybe we start with that or something. Just to see what those options lead you to. I don't want to lie to Asterion. I'm going to just do this one.
I need this, Asterion. I have to figure out what Calliope did here. Please, can't you just let us look around?
Oh, it's just... Kate would be so mad.
She knows you're the sweetest, most thoughtful bullman there is. She'd understand.
I want to, but...
I'd really appreciate it.
I need to bring you back to Kate. I'm so sorry.
Aw. Run!
Oh no. Hey, come back! Oi, come back!
Interesting. He went after Freddy instead of us.
Okay. I don't hear anything. I think I'm alright. I hope Freddy's okay. She better be. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start?
Are we gonna sing a song and maybe feel Calliope's
Calliope
feelings?
must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
Oh. Do we get to sing a song with Calliope's memories? Because that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
Mm-hmm. What would she have been looking for? Okay. Egg, instrument, mask, trident, apple, branch, scroll, statue. The mask is like crying. What would Calliope have been here for? So did Calliope choose to inherit her memory, or is there a rule that Grace has Calliope's Eidolon, which is like essentially Calliope's soul. So that gives us her memories. So just like Apollo has all of the past Apollo's memories, and like us talking to Hermes of like Hermes apparently doesn't have a lot of the memories yet, it sounded like, or any of them, but Hermes eventually will have the old Hermes point of view and memories. Calliope's are a little different, just because Calliope, as far as we know, it's either been a very, 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 very long time since Calliope's Eidolon has passed to, since the Eidolon was passed to Calliope, or that Calliope was the original muse. So we're gonna have thousands of years of memories of Calliope's, not all at once, which is why, like, it's why Aphrodite, we essentially talked Aphrodite out of changing bodies, because there's a time period where they don't remember their past lives and they don't have the prior idols' memories, and then they slowly return to them over time. Did Calliope choose us specifically? Calliope literally, while she was bleeding to death, came to our apartment. She chose us to get, she chose Grace to get the Eidolon. Did the gods decide? Yes, the gods get to pick who their Eidolon goes to. Like, Aphrodite had a mortal picked out to give her Eidolon to. Like, it does seem like it does also seem that it also just will go to whoever is nearby, even if the god, or the, the idol doesn't necessarily pick them, because the current Apollo, the prior Apollo was like surfing or out at sea or something and was like drowning, and the current Apollo saved him. Well, got him to shore, but he didn't make it. And that's how the current Apollo ended up with the Eidolon. So, and the ones that are as far as our knowledge goes as well, if there's not someone around for their Eidolon to get passed to, like Athena, we did find out about Zeus and Poseidon. They're not sure where Zeus went, but Zeus went somewhere and was never seen again. Poseidon walked out into the sea and didn't come back, so obviously their Eidolons didn't get passed on. So it's an interesting concept. Fun fact, in some of the Final Fantasy games, the summons are called Eidolons. Interesting. Okay. I'm trying to think of what Calliope would have been looking for, though. Because that's really, like, the hard thing with all this is, like, we've learned a little bit about Calliope, but, like, we really only had one interaction with her. Well, I mean, two. We had one with the song at the, like, the band tryouts, and then one while she was dying. But I don't know what of these she'd be interested in. She had a lot of books in her apartment, so maybe she was here for the scroll? Maybe she was interested in something to that?
I don't even know what language that is.
I'm assuming it's probably ancient Greek or something. I feel like we could make an educated guess there. What was it, the scroll? I don't know. I just want to know what it says about the mask, if anything.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
What's that got to do with the mask, though? Muse. Instrument. I didn't realize instrument was on the list.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
Maybe? Okay. With the current price of eggs, we should check that. Sure, why not? It is a golden egg. Oh, and it has a little friend.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Yeah, soprano saxophone. Yeah. Maybe the mirror? Oh.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
Oh. Magic mirror?
Uh-oh.
Maybe we should have brought Freddy's mace with us. You know, we just have 3 intimidating creatures walking towards us. Perfect time for a little dance, right? Stray gods? More like gay gods, am I right? Sure. Looney! I was laughing and I inhaled too quickly, and that so far has been the only thing that's been triggering the coughs, really. It's fine. Looney, welcome back for 56 month. Thank you for using that Prime Gaming sub here. You could use that anywhere. I appreciate you using it here. Enjoy your sub badge and your emotes. I also think... Guess what? I owe you all a wheel spin. In case you don't know, anytime either of these goals are filled up, they don't reset after each stream. They're just a continuous thing. Anytime they fill up, we do a wheel spin. And if there's ever anything you wish to see on the wheel, we have a variety of things on here. From silly unlocks to specific kind of bonus stream things and whatnot. So if there's ever anything you want to see, definitely let me know. Perfect time to delay it. It's super story. Really suspenseful moment. Exactly. Okay. Oh, I guess I keep forgetting this is here because I have this here for the co-working streams. But also it's kind of fun that it's still there. I don't know. Let me swap back over there though. Oh, did I push the wrong button? No, that's, oh. Hold on, I know why. I cropped it for when we were doing the chocolatier. That wasn't that? Did I just resize? I don't know what I resized. Okay. I gotta uncrop it. I guess this means I could just kind of crop it so it just shows just the wheel then. That works. Alright, so this is our wheel. If there's anything you want to see added to it, or, you know, even if there's something we want to veto off of here, definitely let me know before I spin the wheel. And I'll just do a quick little read through here. We have, oh, sorry, air bubbles apparently. We have a Lego Star Wars stream with Talarian. The Corn Queen could have an appearance. Backlog review key would be like we pick a game out of the backlog that's just been sitting there for a while to play. We can revisit an unfinished game that we've streamed. Some of these are unmarked right now because they are sitting in the queue already. Oh, that's specifically backlog review key. So we have backlog review keys. We also have play a game off the backlog. We actually did the extra community night, so I will actually add that back to the wheel because that has been redeemed and given. We can have the Marlin jersey, so we'd have all the Marlin stuff behind me on stream for a week. Chad already picked a game. Creative stream still in the queue. We have You Smell Spin again. Oh no, I have to put this back on here. I have done the silly raid introduction for 5 raids. So that can go back on the wheel because that's technically out of the queue. TCG crowd control stream is actually in the queue, so I'm going to take that off. DBD will be on next Wednesday. We have Disney Speedstorm. Make us play the golf with your friends Worms map. We could go back and play the Katamari. Fiona Rock Dove Returns is us playing The Sims Medieval. Any thoughts or opinions on things that anything else silly or fun or a game you want me to add or whatnot before I spin the wheel? Worms. We do have worms on here. It could land on it. It could land on it, and we could have to do the worms map. That could be a thing. That indeed could be a thing. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to add? I think that's probably a pretty good selection of things. Fishing night! We spend a stream going through multiple games trying to catch marlins. I'm here for this. Scary game is on here, but it's not clicked because I actually already owe you a scary stream. I owe you a spooky game stream. I just haven't been able to fit in the schedule yet. Tab girl eat a banana? No. I have done that before. I have done that before for $100 to charity. I don't know if I would be willing to do it again. Just Dance streams is a bit too big for this. Because that essentially requires me completely moving my setup. I want to figure out a way for us to be able to do more Just Dance streams on a regular basis. But the current way things are set up, the long-term goal is that me and Talarian are going to swap rooms because the room his computer is in is bigger. Because Bo was right. I should have just claimed that room to be the stream room to begin with. But I can't do Just Dance streams in here. It doesn't work. Bo was right. Just brainstorming, totally fair. Totally fair. Yeah, that's something I would love to have on the wheel, but it feasibly is not a thing that I can do at the moment. I told you so. It's fine. So, like, the long-term goal is, like, we would swap rooms, or the other, like, alternate is I essentially set up my old computer setup, because I still have my old computer, and I still have my old monitors, and I still have my old sound setup, because Talarian uses it. The alternate is that I set that up out there as, like, a secondary setup. But obviously that would not be it. I don't know if that would be the quality I would want it to be, is the thing. Because I could essentially have a secondary setup that would be for Just Dance streams. Because I would love to do them. Like, I would be totally down to do them. It's just logistically figuring out how to do it at the moment. So, it would be also very cool, but again, a logistical stream audio nightmare of to actually, you know, the tap part of my username to actually tap, but that's a whole audio setup that I do not currently have. Maybe in the future, but essentially that would be, it would need to be a multi-mic setup, and I just don't have that kind of audio setup right now. Even said it multiple times, but no. It's fine. To be fair, we originally had other plans, just had to, no, you're fine. To be fair, we also did have originally other plans to use that room. Like, it would have Talarian's computer in there, but it would also be our space for, like, putting together Legos or puzzles and stuff. And that just hasn't ended up being that space. Our dining room space has, you know, we use the table in there for stuff like that. Or we have like a folding table thing that's set up like in the TV room. Like, that just hasn't ended up being the room that we've done those activities and stuff in like we originally thought it would be. Which is why I didn't take that room. So, okay. I do not see anything else that we wish to change about this. So I'm gonna spin the wheel and we're gonna see what we get. Hey! Y'all ready to go fishing? Who's ready to go fishing? I am so down for this. We've been meaning to also return to, like, Ultimate Fishing Simulator. And we were able to catch black marlins, but not blue marlins the last time we did it. Is your fishing rods were going marlin hunting? Yes. So, chat, we gotta decide, not right this second necessarily, but we gotta decide what games we're fishing in. Because we could do obviously we have web fishing, but I feel like web fishing is almost too easy to catch a marlin, if that makes sense. And there's not necessarily anything we can specifically do to catch a marlin to like make it be more marlin-y. Yeah, web fishing is easy. Animal Crossing is hard. I mean, we could try to do it in Animal Crossing if we really wanted to. Oh, that's true. We could do I actually would like to catch another marlin because I only had one marlin and I put it in the star constellation thing. And I would like to get another one. We could do marlin. Yeah, we could do marlin fishing in Palia. Could be a good idea. Because as far as I know, the Ultimate Fishing Simulator has... Almost didn't catch it because you didn't realize it was until you shouted. Yes. Really, though. There's a clip of that on TikTok. Well, I think it's also on YouTube, too. Because that one is one that still randomly gets likes. Because Ultimate Fishing Simulator... I don't remember if you have to have a DLC to go to the ocean. I don't think so. Oh, sorry, that was loud. I don't remember if it's a DLC or not, because I do have DLC for it, but that one is multiplayer, and I will say, I think Summer Sale starts tomorrow, and it goes... Ultimate Fishing Simulator typically goes on sale for like a couple of bucks. Dredge has sailfish. But Dredge isn't multiplayer, though. I figured we would do, like, Well, actually, is Dredge multiplayer? I didn't think it was. I figured we would pick fishing stuff that is multiplayer. Okay, actually, I'm remembering I own Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2 as well, and I haven't played it yet. So we can fish an Ultimate Simulator. Okay, should I just look the word fish in my Steam library and see how many things pop up? There is also a game called Fishing Planet, which I believe is free, and I've never played it. I forgot that I own I Am Fish. I forgot about that. Okay. No, it's not. Okay. I mean, we could also just simultaneously try to catch a marlin and other stuff, too. But it would be... I personally would really... I still technically haven't caught a blue marlin in Ultimate Fishing Simulator. I have caught a marlin, just not a blue one. So I still don't know what we need to do differently in that. But... let me just make a note of wheel spin. Fishing. Theme. Marlin. Hunt. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you for the idea for that, being on the wheel, because that's a fun idea. Let me also update our wheel, so I will... every time it lands on it, I make it a slightly smaller wedge. And then I take it off of there. Okay. It is interesting, though, the fact that it's landed on Creative Stream so many times. We do have a Creative Stream in the backlog. I just haven't fit it in the schedule yet. Okay. Anywho, we've left Grace just in this suspenseful moment. Yes. Hi, Ella. If you all have been seeing my arm move randomly this whole time, Ella's just been over here demanding pets. Yeah. I know. If you want your dinner right this second, I'm assuming that's why you're still bugging me. And you gotta go bug the other human in the house. Yeah. Cat treats? Should I give you some cat treats? With the hope, honey. Yeah. Okay, let me grab them. I stand up. I'll go back over there. stand up so I can reach them. I'm gonna be smart, and I'm taking them out of the bag before I leave. Come here, you big baby. Who's your big baby? Yeah. Oh, you're like slobbering like all over my. Oh, hi Bella. Bella, come here. I like plopped Ella down like right in front of Bella because I didn't realize she walked in. Yeah. Bella walked away from me. Ella, if you want the treats, you have to come over here. Yeah, if you want the treats, you gotta come over here. No, Ella, they're not for you. I find it hilarious that they know exactly like how far away they can be, and like I won't be able to like reach them. Ooh, what game do I play tonight? I don't know. What do you got in mind? Like, do you have options you're thinking of? I got the Bella. Okay, you don't need to keep licking my hand. Ow, ow, ow. Bella, you can't just, like, scratch me. Ow. And she slobbered on my hand. I don't know why Bella does that. Like, Ella doesn't do that, but Bella, like, when she pushes off, like, she puts her claws out to, like, push off. Like, Ella's figured out not to do that, and I don't know why Bella does that. The lava chicken music disc. Why? I never went and saw the Minecraft movie. I intended to and never did. Now you can get this. Yes, go do the crafting of the mines. Okay, let me put this away before I forget, and then Ella jumps up here and tries to steal them. Okay. And also, I looked and Bella did scratch me, so I'll be right back. Okay, it's all good. I was just making sure, like, she scratched just enough that it's like, is it bleeding? Like, no, it's just red. It's fine. Like, okay. Hi, Siobhan, the most ominous penguin. I know, we've been paused on this moment. I don't know if I could click back into the game without clicking on an answer. of Grace. She's just paused here for a second. Because we did a wheel spin, and then we did some cat treats. We just been slightly distracted for a second. Yes. But please, why'd you give a 2 and a 1? Hold on, can I watch me get a 20? No, I got a 6. That's the same thing I got last time. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I pick an answer before I click back in. I'm gonna say we can talk about this. I click back in the game, maybe? Let me do that. Yeah, okay, I have to click on the actual word. Cool. Grace has just been chilling here with 3 scary things staring at her. We just had a wheel spin and some cat treats to do. It's fine. Okay, we can talk about this.
I don't suppose there's any chance you'll put those knives away.
Yeah, we don't want to end up murdered like Calliope.
Okay, then.
Song time! Maybe? Or are they immune? Oh no. Run, Grace, run.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Grace, run. Oh, ready?
Oh. Grace? Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Ready? Ready?
No, I won't let you! Freddy!
Well, that would explain why Calliope got stabbed. Good. Okay, cool. Maybe looking into the same mirror that Calliope did right before she was murdered was not the best idea.
Oh, God. Oh, God, Freddy.
Oh no. Oh, Grace.
You summoned the Furies.
Furies. Got it.
What? Those beings were the Furies. Beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here? I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it. There was only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
Okay, can we, cool, lore, whatnot, can we worry about the fact that Freddy is bleeding to death, please? I was gonna say, we didn't speak to the Fates, they just came, the Furies just came after us. Okay, please, Freddy.
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her. I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that. This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
They must have... But if the Fates had to call him, and we didn't talk to the Fates, and they must have... That must have been what happened to Calliope? I'm not leaving Freddy.
I'm not leaving Freddy. Not like this. All this magic. There has to be something. Don't tell me there's no way to undo this.
We have to leave. We have to leave now.
We're just leaving Freddy on the floor? What the fuck? Why keep you... Come on, Mr. Shirtless Muscle Man. You should be able to at least carry Freddy's body out. Freddy. Okay. We finished Act 2 is the achievement I just got. What the fuck? Oh, we took Freddy's hat.
Grace, I'm sorry. I know what Freddy meant to you.
Yeah, it should have been... Yeah, the cost of finding, like... I know that there was, like, the danger there of going and doing that. But, like... It shouldn't have been of like, hey, the thing that murdered Calliope is gonna jump out of a fucking mirror and kill her best friend. But Freddy. And we didn't, like, I don't know if it's because we locked into Apollo's romance that we couldn't lock into a Freddy romance too. But Freddy was so helpful and her best friend, and they were bestest bean. And I guess the thing I don't get is, like, if that's what, like, I'm assuming that that's what happened to Calliope. Calliope was able to make it from the reliquary all the way to our fucking apartment before she died. Like, why were we not just, like, leaving the reliquary and taking Freddy to a hospital? Like, I feel like we should have been able to take Freddy to a hospital. I didn't realize, like, that stab room was, like, immediate. I guess we didn't really see where they stabbed Freddy. Like, maybe it was, like... Yeah, we left her there. What the fuck? That's not okay. It should have been me.
It should have been me, not her. This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die if anyone paid the price.
And repeat history? Would you rather have died there, passing your eidolon onto Freddy instead? Freddy gave you a chance. Grace, is that what happened to Calliope? Was she attacked by the Furies as you were?
That's the best we could guess.
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
The Furies. Sent by the same person, I imagine.
The question is who? Who can command the Furies?
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
Even in our prime, none of the idols had the Furies at our beck and call. I mean, perhaps Zeus, but he's long gone. I honestly didn't know the Furies still existed.
Clearly someone can do it.
I mean, unless they weren't sent. Unless they were responding to something else, something you'd done unwittingly. I'm sorry, I'm afraid your guess is as good as mine.
She did the meme. It should have been me. Not. Yes, she did. It's fine. I mean, like, the other thing too is like, why did we shouldn't have let Freddy come with us? Like, we shouldn't have had that even be. Like, obviously, Freddy would have argued and said, Freddy should not have been there.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
Well, apparently she wanted to speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates are primordial beings, like the Furies. They're said to control destiny. Perhaps Calliope wished to know her destiny. Or change it. I'm not sure.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They're enforcers of the old laws. I imagine they decided the debt was paid, whatever it was, when blood was spilled. The blood didn't have to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
Then they would have come after you. And they wouldn't have stopped until they were through. Not ever.
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
They're not. Hecate called them embodiments of retribution, and I suppose that's the best description. They go back to... well, the time before my memory. I was once told they were created to enforce the most ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Decrees one couldn't break, written in blood. Laws even idols abided by, in the days of old Olympus. But those surely died with Zeus. Even if they hadn't, you can't have broken any. They're not easy to overlook.
What are they?
Can these fates really control the future?
They're tied into fate, as I am. Perhaps they're even where my power stems from, or how Hecate's books are written.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, apparently.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
I doubt it. If they didn't want to answer the mirror, I'm certain they simply wouldn't.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the fates.
Why not
Hi,
ask them?
Persephone.
You too have caused quite the stir. Hecate is beside herself, and Athena is out of her mind. Well done.
Okay.
How long have you been listening?
Long enough to know that you need another way to speak to the fates, unless you're planning on trying the reliquary again.
No, not a chance. We'll find the truth on our own, Persephone.
I mean, if Persephone
If
wants
you
to
set Grace to
help.
wander about looking for Calliope's memories, you're already out of options.
Fair. Okay. What other way? What do you know, Persephone?
Wait, what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Okay. I am so interested to go back and replay this of what happens. Like, we made that choice early in of between following Apollo or staying with Persephone. And I want to know if we could maybe have figured out a couple other things if we had done the other way around. All right, hold on. I gotta blow my nose again. All right, can someone explain to me how such a small nose makes so much snot? Why? Why is that a thing our bodies can do? It's so dumb. I hate it. Okay. How can we overthrow Hades? I mean, you're talking to Persephone. If anyone knows where his throne is, Persephone probably does. And if anyone knows anything about Hades, obviously Persephone's going to be the one to know that. I'm going to ask about this,
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
Oh no, breaking rules.
So if we go to Hades and
I didn't mean to
find
click.
your throne, how much trouble would that get us into exactly?
Any more than we already are?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Okay. So how does one find this throne?
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
Oh.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to.
Maybe.
So your promise to help Grace was an empty one? Step up, for once, and do what she needs you to do.
You tell him, Persephone.
I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the fates. It's simple.
I don't know if simple is the way I would describe it. I gotta do this. Did you plan this all along?
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
Fair enough.
But you came here to help, right?
And I came here to help.
Okay, next run, I want to try to romance Persephone. Let's do this.
Oh, it's another crazy plan, right?
Right.
Grace.
I know, but there's no point in stopping now, is there?
I can't. I'm sorry. But this is a step
come
too
on,
far.
Apollo.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Wait, what? Freddy's in Hades? What? Persephone, why didn't you lead with that?
I didn't want it to seem like I was playing on your sympathy, Grace.
But you'll play on mine. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
All right. Hey, Hermes.
Shall I wait here, or...?
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
It's to save Freddy. I don't know. Maybe they'll be okay with that. Hoping we can get... Oh, an Eurydice's moment for Freddy, maybe? Yeah, but she'll play on yours, Apollo. For fuck's sake, help us. Yes. Like, please, Apollo. Do something other than show off your wonderful abs. Please. Like, we appreciate the abs, but, like, please do something. I'm safe, Freddy. Yeah.
Freddy's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
Okay.
Car trunk.
Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
I was gonna say, if anyone's gonna know the rules, Persephone's gonna know stuff.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Alright.
Wow.
Cool.
It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter.
Who's on the throne, then?
Bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Okay, tell me about Orpheus.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see, and with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
Got it.
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember more of, like, I know I've actually seen, like, the show, like, the play of Eurydice. But I also remember being very confused while watching it. You know what? I'm gonna ask why she didn't mention him.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
Oh.
Fight him?
No, we're gonna sing.
Oh, you'll see.
We're gonna do a song, right? Clearly? Song battle? I mean, that's how we've been solving everything so far.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
Oh. Okay. Just a perfectly
The ferryman will come soon.
safe activity.
As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Oh. Cool.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Okay. They were musicians and Eurydice died. Orpheus pleaded with Hades to bring her back, and he was told to walk out, and if he could not look back, then she'd be free to live again. He ends up turning to look right at the entrance of the overworld and doesn't get to save her. Okay. I mean, it was a very clear thing. Like, it's very clear, do not look. And then you did the exact opposite. Like, you were given it one singular clear direction, and you didn't follow it.
Hey there. I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses and that you're very pretty. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
You can find something to play?
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was great.
What fun. Thank you for encouraging him.
I love
Let's
them.
get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
Oh, are we getting a song? The screen did the black bar thing like we're getting a song.
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my
his throne.
Really is dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wrong. It wasn't your fault. You didn't belong. If my life was stolen, I wouldn't know where to turn. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Someone's coming.
I was gonna say, they're not green like the others.
There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
You
coming.
better be ready.
A wolf is waiting in the tomb.
He's a master of his
Someone's
craft.
coming.
We have to take
I
back
can feel them howling at the moon.
what is mine.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
I have been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny.
Oh, poor Betty.
To my underworld. Let me treat you to a song. A welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
My friend is dead. Can you help me?
Loop. The river keeps secrets deep in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go. You're asking the wrong person.
It wasn't your fault. How are you to react? It wasn't your fault. Now there's no turning back. If my love was taken, I wouldn't know where to turn. Your candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Just say that's the same. We said the same thing to Persephone?
The victim, what am I?
Queen, let's not lose our composure. The muse understands.
Well, I won't comply. I'd rather die. The throne was stolen after I murdered the king. You should be grateful and thank me for everything. And yet you scream like a boy. You kick the ground. I was a slave.
Eurydice is gone because you did nothing.
Orpheus, there was nothing I could do.
I saw your whispers, poison behind your king.
Wasn't me.
If I cannot have my revenge, you're the next best thing.
His bark is louder than anyone's bite, and he's no match for your godly might.
You're right. Killing is so unbecoming.
That's never stopped you before.
I did what I had to, Bard.
As do I, my former queen. As do I.
It isn't your fault. Hades broke you both down.
isn't your fault. This is a little ghost town. But you're forgetting Freddy. I just want her return. The candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. You both exist somewhere on the border between real and imagined, the living, the dead. So how can this place be everything you dreamed of? You both deserve more. You must let it go. You both deserve more than this stupid throne.
So who's gonna take it then, though?
We have been fools.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty, can we?
Interesting. If we have the red one, you could just take it for yourself. Okay, I guess we're destroying it.
All that going around in circles, digging up old wounds, and for what? So you can fight over a chair.
Oh.
There.
You dare. What gives you the right to interfere in this manner? That throne was not yours to break.
I'm just gonna say I had to do something.
You were obsessed, Persephone. You still are. You need to get over it.
And that's for you to decide, is it? That I should get over it?
We made her mad.
So what's your plan now, Grace? I assume you must have one after that big demonstration.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I'm very curious if I had picked a different path in the song. I was trying to get them to not fight each other, but I guess I should have maybe been pushing more to get Persephone to take the throne. Your biggest trouble with this game is Grace is the one you want to romance. I can get that. I know we need to find the Fates, but sorry, game. You made me care about Freddy.
You said Freddy was here, right? Then we should be able to find her. We just need to look.
Let's say you do. Okay, what then? You expect to walk out of Hades with her spirit in tow?
Why not? It would have worked for Orpheus if he hadn't looked back, right?
You don't get it, do you? There is no way to free someone from the land of the dead. Not for Orpheus, and certainly not for you.
And the Fates?
Even if you could contact them, Grace, I assure you, they simply wouldn't care.
That's it then. We came here for nothing.
I doubt the Fates would have responded even to the mirror, Grace. And the boundaries of death cannot be commanded away. Not even by the ruler of Hades.
Then what is this throne good for? Just a fancy chair? Bragging rights?
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
I got achievement for destroying the throne. Ready?
Hey.
I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
Yeah, and look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
Huh? You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Calliope. Oh, because she got stabbed too, so she would be down here too. Oh, why didn't we think about that? Why didn't we think about that? If she got the same stab.
This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My Eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
Oh, okay. So that's why we didn't assume, because the Eidolon, right, because the Eidolon's her, you know, whatever. I guess it's not her soul. It's her Eidolon. Okay. Ow. I'm still confused about the soul. Yeah.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. It's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
Ow. Ow.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Prophecy?
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
Oh? Alright, hold on a second. I keep clicking up here, but this is not where I want to be. I want to be down here. Okay, it's interesting that there's the I think I understand. I don't think I understand at all. Maybe I'm not clever. We don't have lots of time. Let's start with Apollo.
Start with Apollo. How is he involved in all this?
Apollo delivered, with great reluctance, a prophecy that said I needed to die.
Oh.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
Athena.
No.
Oh.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
You know what? I'm not shocked that this is... I was going to say, I'm not shocked that Athena is involved. We figured, like, if anybody's involved, if it's not Pan, the only other option right now is Athena. And Athena would be one who would maybe have the power to be able to call the Furies. I want to know why she went to the reliquary.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but...
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
I was gonna say, the other reason, like, Athena was very excited and very adamant on killing us. And, like, why would she be that adamant when she when clearly she can tell it wasn't us? But why would she still adamantly want us out of the picture if it wasn't her fault? I want to know about the prophecy.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
And this is why Apollo didn't want to go with us. In case she was here. What did the prophecy say?
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
About us too, isn't it?
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
Oh.
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I was gonna say Pan was
I'm
covering
sure
his
he
butt.
feels guilty enough, my love.
Honestly, Pan was did look pretty upset about it, and I like. That's why like Pan was having us go talk to Medusa and check in on all those things, because Pan was worried about obviously worried about covering his own ass, but also like concerned and whatnot, like upset about all that. Like talking to Medusa like made it clear too that like with Pan's response to that, it wasn't Pan. Okay. But still, why? I guess the thing we don't know yet is, or we don't understand very well, is why the idols are dying. Like, is something happening? Like, can they not pass on their eidolons anymore? Like, Athena and no one has made it clear yet of, like, why would the idols die? Like, unless if something happens to them, like, unless if they lose their ability to pass on their eidolons. And even then, it seems like, you know, Athena's very stuck to the old ways. Like, seems like they're still getting to continue on without passing them on. Like, they're still staying in the same body there. Unless if they're stuck in a, like, unless if the mortal body doesn't live for longer because of that and they, like, have to pass it on eventually. And even then, it kind of just sounds like Athena's afraid to die.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
Yeah, she didn't give us a choice. I guess into honestly, like, I don't know. I'm gonna say it's not your fault.
I don't blame you, in case you're wondering.
You don't?
You didn't ask for all this to happen. You did the best you could, Calliope.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's not like Calliope intended to go there and then die. That, like, that wasn't... It was like a last resort backup plan, like, not the plan. Honestly, I really wish I had the red right now. Athena will pay! Now we know the truth, though.
That's it, then. Now we know the whole truth.
We need to confront Athena. Apollo, too, for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
I was gonna say, what? Yeah, what now?
I have to go back. And I have no idea what will happen. None of this seems real.
Oh, we get a song?
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go. It's time to deep within my soul. You will remain with me. was quick and so was I. I was not prepared to die, but Grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go. I know. Now it's time to go.
It's time to go.
You've returned. And I see Freddie isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
Found Calliope, yeah. Yeah, it's more than that, Apollo. Yeah. Honestly, Apollo, I'm calling you out.
We know what happened. We know about the prophecy and Athena.
Oh.
Oh?
That's all you have
That's
to
it?
say?
Oh?
You knew. You knew the truth this entire time. Even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Ah. Yeah, why help at all? No, I trusted you.
I trusted you. You said I'd opened your eyes, changed you, and this entire time...
You did change me. I wanted to be worthy of your trust.
While lying to me?
I didn't want you to share Calliope's fate. I was trying to protect you, Grace.
Whatever you were trying to do, Apollo, you failed. We know the prophecy now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's all he knows how to do.
I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
I know, I'm just trying to think of how else could you interpret the prophecy. I'm gonna go with the clever one.
Does there still need to be a trial? If we go to Athena privately, maybe we could work out some kind of deal.
She won't make a deal. All that will afford her is a chance to kill you before the trial.
She tried that once already.
And your friend died as a result. No. No, it's a clever thought, but Athena needs to be challenged in front of everyone. When you go to the trial, I'll back your play, up to and including overthrowing Athena.
Okay.
Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Great.
Okay. Okay, that also took day 6 too. The last time we were on this map, it was day 5, and now we're on day 7. If Pan, our choices are confront Pan, confront Persephone, or confront Apollo. Clearly, I should have chosen Persephone from the get-go. And I definitely want to do a replay to do that the other way around. Which I think we might do on stream, because Junk did test to see if we can click through dialogue we've already heard before. So we might we might run this back again and just do a quick run, click through, you know, listen to stuff that's different. I think we should go for Persephone. Like, I don't think Apollo's gonna be it. Apollo is a waste of time. Like, at this point. I don't see how confronting Pan would help us. I wonder that too, Lonely. I wonder if there's a route where Freddy lives. It very much felt like a what do you call those points? Like it very much felt like an unavoidable moment. The reason Apollo didn't tell us the prophecy is apparently us knowing the prophecy locks us into the prophecy. So by him not telling us what the prophecy was, we, you know, we maybe could escape it or something. But the fact that Athena knows what the prophecy is essentially kind of locks it in anyway. So I guess still the point of confusion is, like, why are the idols dying out? Like, that's the thing that Athena's stuck on. Like, Athena, the reason Athena is doing all of this is because she is trying to save the idols. And we're still not quite sure how Athena got the Furies to attack Calliope. But somehow Athena got the Furies to attack Calliope because Calliope ended up in Hades. So somehow Athena got someone to get the Fury. Like, somehow the Furies were there, but in theory the Furies are only called on you if, like, if you break one of the old rules or something. So that's still unclear there. And Athena wouldn't have known that Calliope was in the reliquary unless she wouldn't have known. Pan told Medusa that Calliope was in the reliquary, and Medusa told Athena that she was there. So the reason Calliope ended up dead was because Athena called the Furies while she was looking at the mirror. And Athena wants her dead because apparently the idols can't live while the last muse does, or something along. I didn't log the exact wording of the prophecy. I don't know. Did anyone make note of the exact wording of the prophecy? I guess we could go back in the VOD. Essentially, the fate and the living of the idols are apparently in jeopardy if Grace lives. Is the conundrum we are facing right now. Actually, can we see? I always keep forgetting we have this like journal thing, and I never actually click in here to see. I think it's just about the characters. Yeah, because these are the ones we got. We got Freddy, Calliope, Hermes, Aphrodite, Apollo, Athena, Persephone, Pan, Eros, Venus. Medusa still looks really cool. Hecate, Minotaur, and Orpheus. The idols can live only so long as Tap has one cat, I think was the prophecy. Sure, totally. That's totally how that works. Okay. I think this is where we're going to pick up tomorrow, though. Because this kind of feels like this is the day 7. This kind of seems... I don't know. I don't know how much more of the game there is. There might still be actually a lot more stuff to do. But if anything, this feels like a good pause point for tonight. So I think this is where we will pause. I personally would like to have a bit of processing time between today and tomorrow. I don't know about you all. I love playing through story games, but I do find that I take an extra bit of time to like fully process and absorb the story to actually make informed decisions, which is why sometimes I go back and look at past VODs and go like, why did I make that choice? Oh, because I didn't fully process this thing until that point. It's great. It's so fun. But if you happen to be watching this in the future, thank you for coming along on the ride with us. We will catch you in the next one. And for those of us who are here, we will save. But there, continue active. Okay. Okay, okay. You good? Good. Cool. We're in Act 3. I don't know how many acts there are. I don't know how many acts there are. But there seems to be at least 3, is what I can tell you there. Oh, yeah, I can turn fishing back on. Hold on. In theory. There it goes. Thinking about it. There's the little happy sound. Okay. Fish is open. Alright, let's find something to raid. So I'll be back tomorrow. Actually twice tomorrow. So I'll be back tomorrow morning around 9 a.m. Pacific. And we will be doing some co-working. We'll get some stuff done tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening, I'll be back and maybe we'll finish Stray Gods. I really don't know how much we have left. Junk's prediction is that it was going to take us 3 or 4 more streams, but it doesn't feel like I feel like we actually made a lot more progress tonight than maybe Junk was thinking we would make. So I don't know. We'll see. We will play Stray Gods tomorrow. If we get to either a good pause point or if we find the end of it and still have time, maybe we swap and play some Final Fantasy X is the plan, because I'd really like to get back to playing that, because we've accidentally been... It feels like we've been away from it forever, but it's also just because I did also miss some streams with Goldie and CT and being here and whatnot, so like it's been a bit just because we're doing that. Also, I want to finish Stray Gods, so that's, 1, I want to know the rest of the story, 2, before I forget anything else, and 3, so it's marked off, and then we can just focus on Final Fantasy X for a bit. Obviously, with our other distractions, possibly, review keys and whatnot. But yeah. Let's see. Let me push this button here so you can have all of the socials there if you are interested in those. And let's go. Let's go raid Invert. Let's go boo Invert. Invert is playing the Altars, which if you haven't heard about this game, it looks really interesting. It looks interesting. You're essentially playing as yourself. Like if you make, you know, at the pivotal points of your life, if you had made the opposite choice, that would be the you that exists, is who the different characters are. It looks like an interesting concept of a game. So, Ella, stay over there, hun. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. If you copy paste one of those raid messages, I would super duper appreciate it. It doesn't have to have my emotes, whatever emotes make you happy. Or if you just want to go type boo Invert in Invert's chat, you could do that too. Because boo Invert, really no. Invert is a wonderful being. Has been, I think Invert just started the Altars today, if I'm remembering correctly. Invert's been playing the Dune game is the other thing. That Invert's been playing the last few days. So I'm gonna swap over here so we can stare at the cute penguin on our way out. I'm gonna fish too, because I can. And thank you all for chilling. I'll see you tomorrow morning for some co-working. I'll see you tomorrow night for more Stray Gods. And I'll see you real soon. Goodbye. Goodbye.